but tonight something more powerful than that. The Greater Kansas City Ford dealers present the Budweiser U.S. Hot Rod Truck and Tractor Pull Winter Nationals. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ken Brew, my partner Mike Galloway, and Mike, tonight not only trucks, but tractors and the big cars.
Monsters, trucks, tractors, the Budweiser boss. And the tractors are going to be very exciting tonight. Many of the triple engine, numerous engines in each of the vehicles. The V12 Allison aircraft engines, not one but a pair of those, alcohol fuel injected. Also a twin turbocharged Packard tractor. That should be very exciting. It's going to take a lot of horsepower to put it to the ground tonight. And the track, I believe, will get better as the evening goes along. It's a hard track. The traction's there. It's going to be a real tough night for pulling. These guys got to study their lesson.
The way you're talking, there's a good thing there's a roof on this place, or this building's liable to take off.
Boy, it could happen. With all the horsepower these people are putting together tonight, anything could go.
The Greater Kansas City Ford dealers present the Budweiser U.S. Hot Rod Truck and Tractor Pull Winter Nationals. Brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers, and proud sponsor of the 1988 U.S. Olympic team. For all you do, this Bud's for you. Side, it's the battle of the monster trucks. Bigfoot to your left and Barefoot to your right. How about it, Mike?
Well, it's going to be a very exciting competition. It's set up in 3 events. The sled pulling event will be done under a time situation. Then they'll do the wheel standing, crowd reaction on which one gets the highest, and then they'll finish up with a jump, one jumping the furthest. It's going to be very exciting monster truck competition, something new and fresh. There's the supercharged, alcohol-burning Chevrolet of Barefoot.
Wow, look at that angle shot.
Isn't that great? About 14,000 pounds of monster truck.
Oh.
Each tire and wheel weighing over 1,200 pounds. A new 88 Chevrolet. Watch him as they get ready to drop the green flag. Here comes green. It's time.
Here we go.
Hooking up. Whoa.
No stopping that dog.
Topped the box on the sled, and Fred Schaefer handled it so well, shutting down way past the finish line. And beautiful job. Very, very exciting competition.
Let's look at it again. A little jerk off the start, but he really had the thing under control.
Look how high they picked the pan up. The front end comes up in the air. It settles back down. This is 14,000 pounds of wheel standing monster truck. Watch the weight box, the big weight box rushing towards the front. It doesn't even slow this vehicle down. The finish line coming up. Fred shuts off. Topped out box. Beautiful job.
Boy, you know you had a good pull when you got to put the brakes on at the end.
Fantastic run.
Here is Bigfoot. Now, Barefoot has gone full tilt, so Bigfoot has got to do that here. He's going to hook up to the sled and let it wail.
The classic confrontation, Ford against Chevrolet, and both of them outstanding truck. 2 fine drivers. Good shot of Rich sitting behind the wheel of that supercharged Ford, getting ready to go the distance with the big blown motor. One of the finest running trucks. Also, you can get a shot there. It shows the roll bar. A lot of protection built into that truck. A lot of safety factors built into the truck.
You can really get knocked around inside one of those too, boy. You got to make sure you're strapped in.
Well, the drivers for Bigfoot actually have a therapist that come out and work with them in their shop a couple of days a week back in St. Louis.
Well, here comes Bigfoot.
Look at the wheeling.
Whoa!
Look at that. Holding it right there in the air.
Yeah.
And dropping it down on a truck.
Uh-oh.
Dropped it down on the front of a truck.
My goodness, it was spectacular. And then at the end, we got a little destruction. Let's take a look at Bigfoot.
Nails it off the line. The box coming up. Sled's getting heavy on him in a hurry. And right at the end, the box comes over and gets onto the pan. And when that happens, all the weight on the rear end, the truck lifts into the air. Now, over to the right front tire is the hood of one of the pulling trucks. And when he shuts it down and lets off of it,
look at those are the weights in the front, aren't they, Mike?
Can't really tell how much damage, but looks like he clipped it when he came down. Hopefully nothing severe enough to knock that competitor, Red Grogan, out of the competition tonight.
We'll be right back with more of the Winter Nationals in just a moment. $6,200-pound trucks modified trucks. And our first out of the chute tonight will be Don Van Loo in Bad to the Bone. Don's out of Jefferson City, Missouri, and he's got a DOD, as he calls it, a darned old Dodge.
With a fuel-injected Hemi under the hood.
Yeah.
He's a veteran puller. He's been at it for quite some time.
Waiting for the green flag.
Bounced a little bit. He hammers it.
And a good first pull of the night. Don Van Loo in Bad to the Bone. And for Don Van Loo, a pretty good first pull. 167 feet, 3 3/4 inches in the Bad to the Bone. Next in line is Dan Dubes out of Freeport, Illinois, in an 83 Ford. This is Old Yeller. Like the movie, huh?
Boy, this is a great running truck. This is a fantastic truck. Big Ford motor. Now, Dan built the truck a lot like an off-road racing truck. It's got all the roll cage in it, which incorporates into the frame, and it's making the whole truck work. Instead of just the frame work, it makes the whole truck do the job. Dan's been running this truck for quite some time. The engine in this truck, built by his 17-year-old son. Watch it work.
That's a fine, fine pull.
Absolutely picture perfect for Old Yeller. Dan Dubes out of Freeport, Illinois, runs a service station there in Freeport.
Look at that. He knows it, too. You know he's taking that helmet off. He knows he's had a good run. Let's look at this again. He didn't miss a beat on this one.
It's picture perfect. He brings it out and goes to the left a little bit, and it skates right in that area. Front end's kind of getting around on it and up in the air a little bit, but his truck is hooked beautiful. Look at the dirt coming off of it. It's dialed in. Old Yeller, a beautiful pull.
Here is one amazing lady. This is Donna Webb. That is Donna as in female Webb. 74 Ford called Sudden Impact. Donna's from Claremore, Oklahoma, and there she is.
Well, she's a very good puller. She's consistent. This truck runs extremely well. Her husband built the truck. Donna does all the driving on it, and she's tough. She's going to be real tough.
Donna Webb is the lady behind the wheel of Sudden Impact. Our Mike Galloway had a chance to meet her.
I'm with Donna Webb, one of the ladies in the sport of pulling, and Donna drives a truck called Sudden Impact out of Claremore, Oklahoma. She and her husband campaign all over the country with this truck. And Donna, you do all the driving. How did you get involved in it?
My husband and I were involved in a four-wheel drive club, and we got to attending some local brush pulls with just our stock pickup, and he let me drive, and that was it. I was sold.
Do you drive all the time, or does it take turns?
No, sir. I drive all the time. He drove it the first 2 times after we got the truck built to just make sure it wasn't going to fall apart on me, and then he gave it to me.
Now, did you drive the truck? Did you build the truck for you to drive, or was it for him to drive?
No, it was originally intended for me to drive it.
Donna's sitting behind the wheel waiting for the green flag as they hitch on the sled.
Slack comes out of the chain, no jerk starts. You've got to leave with a tight or taut chain in pulling.
She's got the flag. And here we go. Boy, she was fighting that, wasn't she?
She was, and Donna went out of bounds with the truck, I do believe.
Looked like she kicked up some weight. Looked like she kicked up some chalk. Let's look at it again, Mike, and let's see where it went south for her.
Leaves with the truck, and the truck going to the right. Now, she's got the wheels cut to the left, but the truck's still trying to go to the right, pulling that wheel around, and you see Donna fighting it real hard. I mean, she's trying to bring it around, keep it in bounds, and she just nicks that white line. It's got a chalk on the tire. What a telltale sign. Now, the measurement will be from the point where she went out of bounds, and then there'll be about a 30-foot penalty on that.
Well, she doesn't look very happy, and I know it didn't go as planned, but she did a heck of a job trying to keep it away from some of these other trucks that were parked on the side. We'll freeze it for you right here. You can see where the right tire is out of bounds, and because of that, only a pull of 130 feet and 1 inch tonight for Donna Webb. And now getting ready to go is Overdrawn. This is Jerry Nichols with an 87 GMC. He's got a 557 Chevy with him. He has worked 8 months, he and his crew, night and day, rebuilding this engine. And Mikey tells me it came cheap, only about $13,000 to rebuild this entire truck.
One of the wonderful things about this crew is these guys, there's a group that put the truck together. They campaign it as a group, and they do a very fine job. It is a beautiful truck. They're always very professional. Their crew, outstanding. And it's a good hook.
That could be in the money. That could be in the money.
It's a very fine job, an outstanding pull all the way down. Truck hooked up well. Maybe a little bit short on horsepower tonight, but a fine job for one called Overdrawn again. And I wonder if that tells us any story.
Jerry Nichols, there he is out of Indiana. Overdrawn again is not quite drawn far enough. Jerry Nichols out of Lowell, Indiana, 165 feet 11 and a quarter inches. And backing up and ready to go is the little hillbilly. It's an 87 Ford. Red Krogan behind the wheel. He's out of Clinton, Kentucky. He's got a couple of trucks here tonight, doesn't he?
Well, he's driving his own personal truck, and then he's got a truck that he will drive for Kenny Davis. And he hauls Kenny's truck and drives it. This is an aluminum 700 plus cubic inch Ford.
700?
700 cubic inches plus.
Wow.
All aluminum Ford. Very exotic engine. Red has really and truly over the past few weeks been on a tear. He has definitely set the pace for the pulling at the current time.
This is what Bigfoot did to it a little while ago as he came down on top of the tank. But apparently Grogan has got it fixed, ready to go. We'll see if the little hillbilly can make it in the big city. Whoa!
The big Ford truck has gone to the lead, and he made it look so simple. He moved a little bit over. He's not on the left-hand side of the track. He was over in the middle much more. I think he got a lot better bite. That's a good running truck.
And Mike, that's experience. He was behind the wheel. He knew exactly what the last couple of pulls had done. He knew where he wanted to pull.
Launches the truck with the truck pointed a little bit to the right. He's going to run that side of the track. He's down the middle, more to the right, and a beautiful job. It's wide open. It doesn't make a bobble. He blows by the leading mark and does a tremendous job.
There is the driver. There is the driver in this sport right there. He worked that track. He worked it like an artist. Brushing aside adversity, Red Grogan has stormed to the lead. 186 feet, 9.5 inches for the little hillbilly.
Powder. I'm shooting 4,000 rivets a day.
Kemper Arena. And this is the Winter Nationals. And this is Wildfire. Gary Saline, Norfolk, Nebraska, 79 Ford, 600 cubic inch Bossford engine. Yeah.
Shotgun Hemi. A shotgun Hemi Ford, and Gary Saline has just gone to the lead. The track.
The power on that, Mike, was incredible.
The track is changing.
Is the track changing in terms of texture after being dug up so much?
There's moisture coming out of the track. You notice Gary really hooks the truck hard, not taking any one thing away from Gary because he's a fine puller, a very good running truck, but the moisture is coming up in the truck and the track, and they're hooking much better than they were earlier. Saline doing a great job, really putting on a fine run right there at the end. Tremendous pull for Wildfire.
So in other words, unlike some tracks where the longer it goes on, the worse the track gets, the longer this competition goes on tonight, the better it is.
I believe you're going to see the track come completely around, get real good when this is over. It's good now, but I think it's going to be an excellent track when we finish up.
Well, right now, the second most famous person from Norfolk, Nebraska is Johnny Carson, because Gary Saline, same hometown, has taken the lead here with a pull of 188 feet, 9 1/4 inches.